maybe the sports bar calls your name. No matter what you like or who you are, Morongo is for you. Morongo is made for everybody. Morongo, good time for everybody.
NBC4 News at 11 a.m. starts with breaking news.
Breaking news that we're following is from Montclair. This is Adrian Arambulin for Michael Brown. Investigation happening right now. You can see the crime scene tape is up. Police have that home surrounded. At this time, there's no word about a suspect. NBC4's Tony Shin is headed that way, and we'll bring you more information on this story as we get it. Brace yourself. Southern California is dealing with strong, gusty Santa Ana winds. A high wind warning is in effect for parts of our area. Now, in some places, the gusts could reach speeds up to 75 miles per hour. So when will the winds be the worst and where? We have live team coverage. Meteorologist Stephanie Elmo has your first alert forecast. But we begin with NBC4's Michelle Vice live in Fontana. Michelle.
And good morning. And once again, Adrian, we've gotten quite the whooping out here in Fontana, known for its winds here. Yes, a high wind warning. It went from a high wind advisory to a high wind warning, and we are all going to feel it if you're in the LA County mountain range area. But Fontana really, it's declared the windiest city here in California. And that's what we saw today. But today was extra. Yeah, I almost got blown away there. Wind gusts up to 75 miles per hour. You be careful on the road. These powerful whipping winds can topple trees, down power lines, making driving very scary and tough for high-profile vehicles, especially where we are. We're at the 210 and the 15. This is where a lot of trucks were pulled over to the side of the road this morning. However, I just spoke to CHP, and Officer Rawls tells me, thankfully, so far there are no overturned trucks here in the Inland Empire. And folks out here, well, they're kind of used to this.
It's extra windy today. When we got here, the door flew open.
All my trash cans are all gone. That's all. Every single winter, it's all gone. Always gets blown away.
How hard is it to drive in these whipping winds? We're seeing 75-mile-per-hour gusts out there.
It's hard only when the truck's empty. When it's loaded, like right now, it's not too bad.
Oh, that makes sense. That was Coors Light truck driver Art Castillo. Did you see all that shaking in our shot? Our photographer, he was not drinking beers. That was the wind shaking the camera. Art says many trucks now have those lift gates to help keep the trucks upright. But if you haven't already, buckle down that patio furniture. Hopefully you still have your trash bins, unlike the other guy, because we're going to be experiencing these winds all day, but they will diminish. Let's check in with meteorologist Stephanie Olmo. Stephanie, this is going to go down as quite the memorable month. The first month of the year, we had the rains, we have the snow. You can see the snow on the mountaintops behind me, and now the winds. We're all wondering, when are they going to die down? Good morning.
Good morning to you, and I hope you're staying safe out there. Definitely get back in the car before you blow away. But we've been dealing with howling winds since last night, this continuing here this morning. Eventually, we'll have those winds gradually subside this afternoon into this evening. Still breezy to windy, however, not going to be as windy as what we've been experiencing here just right now. So Marshall Peak in this area, this is in the San Bernardino County Mountains. You saw a peak wind gust of 91 miles an hour. This was earlier this morning, around 6 in the morning or so. Arrowhead Springs saw a peak gust of over 75 miles an hour, over 50 miles an hour in Fontana, as well as in Running Springs and Camarillo. You saw a peak wind gust of just under 50 miles an hour. So it is howling pretty good. As we check out the current wind gusts right now, you see the orange coloring throughout parts of the Inland Empire. Some spots are seeing wind gusts around 40 miles an hour, a lot stronger in Ventura County, LA County, especially in the higher peaks, where some spots are seeing wind gusts over 60 miles an hour. Winds at times, again, 50 to 75 miles an hour. So we are concerned, of course, for tree damage. And also, you want to make sure to secure those loose objects. You don't want anything blowing around. And for those on the road, slow down, give yourself extra space and hold on to the steering wheel. We'll have another look at your forecast coming up in just a bit. But for now, we'll send it over to you, Adrienne.
Stephanie, thank you. A man armed with a knife at the Commerce Casino is now in custody. Dozens of people had to be evacuated from the casino during the 2-hour-long standoff. NBC4's Lauren Coronado is in Commerce with new details from sheriff's deputies.
The casino is back to normal operations after deputies secured the area because a man was armed with a knife inside. We watched as paramedics loaded that man into an ambulance and rushed him to the hospital.